guys, it has been a couple months since I made my last video, and I made my goal. I made over 100,000 revenue in 2025. Took me a minute to remember what year it is, and we're already in March. But it's been good. I think one of the few things that I must say with how things went last year is that I had quite good systems in place so that a lot of the work that I needed to do before that was manual work was very much consistently automated and didn't require too much hands-on checking, although I did have to check quite a few times to make sure it was functioning correctly. So that's always one thing. But otherwise, I think it was a great year. I had over maybe 800 sessions in the year, averaging about 50 to 80 a month, depending on the month. Still took time for vacation and still took time for continued education, which to me is kind of required because not for my certification, but for myself, since I do enjoy actually learning a lot of things. And that's always one of the things that I prioritize in my scheduling, which also means this year I'm doing some more trainings. So this year in 2026, I am probably going to start doing my degree in psychology and complete my kinesiology degree. So we'll see how all that science classes I'll need to do. And as I get into more of the Pilates things, it is focusing on completing my audit of my comprehensive course, which is a 500-hour comprehensive training on all the equipment, which I did almost, 10 years? No, 9 years now, because I started in 2017. So there's a lot of things that have changed there, which is great because that means they are also keeping up to date with changes in sciences and also improving body mechanics, which is always important because, as you know, as time goes on, things change for the body as well as studies in the medical world. So that I'm looking forward to that. I do have one of the more advanced trainings for Pilates instructors called Master 1 coming up, which is around May, I think. Yeah, it must be in May because we're in March. So that is not too long from now, which will be a great experience because I did enjoy my mentor program when I took it last year. But this time I'm taking it down in headquarters, down in Newport. If any of you are BASI trained, that is my training. I've seen quite an advancement over time of how things have changed in the certification, but it is definitely one of the few ones that I trust the most, especially for people who take it as seriously and want to continue to be a Pilates instructor into the future and not just for a blip in time, because doing it just for a year is probably not worth it to become an instructor. But if you do want the training for yourself, then that may be more beneficial because it can help you learn what you need for your body if you have any injuries or athletic training things that you are focusing on for yourself. I must say that, well, one of the things I am also focusing on this year is just potentially, if I can, find a slightly bigger space so that way I am able to offer small group classes, which really was the traditional way of most Pilates studios before the big boom, is that having 4 equipment so I can have 4 clients at a time, maybe 8 if it was half and half, but that would be absolutely my maximum. And I would rather much prefer focusing on the comprehensive version where you can practice on all the equipment, not just the reformer, not just the tower, not just the Cadillac, but also the chair and the step barrel and the ladder barrel and all the things in between. So that may require quite a bit of space, but it is something I am looking forward to. And it will most likely still consist of mostly me and maybe 1 or 2 apprentices along the way, but that is my goal for myself as I continue into this journey of becoming a professional Pilates instructor, because I feel like even though I've been doing it long enough, there's always room for improvement, and there's always room for education and learning how to better improve outcomes for clients. And I do enjoy meeting all the medical professionals that I meet along the way. A lot of the physical therapy people who I have worked with, working at clinics and things like that, I still know where they work now and where they've transitioned to, and they are still part of my referral team when I refer people out to physical therapy or for a doctor or somebody who knows a really good orthopedist and stuff like that. But that is my year ahead. One of the main things with, I think, clients that I had last year was a lot of knee issues, a lot of improving their gait, having people be able to go on vacations. So those are always like really nice outcomes to look forward to for clients and people who maybe even just traveling into town, like when my clients' parents came into town and did sessions with me. But I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of new clients this year, as well as offering more of my virtual lessons, which are great for anybody who works from home and anybody who has a couple of chronic issues that may want to address it in more of a holistic manner. And also finding other ways to explore my Pilates teaching. So I look forward to all that. Anyways, if you have any questions up until now, while I ramble on about my life and whatever the last few months have been, that is it. Let me know any of your questions down below. And of course, I am not a business person, but I do know how to run a business, and I do have mentor programs that I've been in that are great. So if that's something you're looking into, feel free to let me know down below, and I'll be sure to send you those information so that way you can join them too, and maybe you can benefit out of it too, as I did. Okay, bye for now.